Hello, Facebook. No, not Facebook. YouTube. Sorry, I used to go on Facebook all the time. Okay. So let me kind of get everything situated and make sure I have everybody can hear me and things like that. I'm gonna switch over here on my other phone to make sure that I can see. Library. Okay. Can you guys see me okay? Good morning from Reno, Nevada. Hello. It would be great if I could find myself on my own channel. Can you hear me okay? Good morning, Miss Tanya. There I am. Okay. Oh, the description's wrong. Sorry. It's a cutting video. Um, Not making the tiny dancer. Sorry. Can see and hear me fine. Perfect. Thank you so much. All right, great. Good morning. Good morning. Soon to be afternoon for some of you. Well, it's morning definitely for Reno. Soon to be afternoon for us here on the East Coast. Okay, let me get you guys situated, turn this around, and then get you guys looking at the right angle. Okay, cutting table. There we go. Can you guys see the cutting table okay? I think you guys can see everything really well. Okay, perfect. All right, so I've got my comments over here so I can see your comments and things like that. So that's great. And awesome. So we are making the Magdalena circle bag. So the Magdalena circle bag is an Ora Rosa pattern. And if you don't know what it looks like, this is it. It's a really pretty circle bag. And if I make any modifications to the pattern, I will let you know what I'm doing, because I know that it's important that if I don't do anything that's on the pattern, you guys understand why I'm doing it, what the changes are and why I'm doing it. Okay, so as you can see, it's a circle back, but the handles normally come down. And I'm going to show you the strap connectors that I'll be using. That it's going to have the handles to be able to like move up and down, so rather than them stay stationary up against the wall of the bag. And it's going to prevent it from having to need to go down. So I'm not going to need that little cover piece that also comes on that pattern. Okay. If you guys have any questions along the way, please do ask. Good morning, Jan. How are you? I'm going to get my iron on because I am going to need to do some interfacing. And I'm just going to do that back behind you guys. So, good morning. Nice to see you guys. Super excited. Okay. All right. So for the materials, the materials for this particular bag, I am going to be using some SF101 for my woven fabrics. So my lining fabrics are going to be SF101. My body pieces, I'm going to use this fusible fleece. It's double fused, so this was going to help me kind of keep all the layers together as well. So it's double-sided fusible fleece. For my lining, I'm going to be using this beautiful waterproof canvas. And just grab this over here. Waterproof canvas. We've already selected our zipper tape. This is going to be the pocket front piece. This beautiful fabric here. It's like a cotton santeen. It's very shiny and soft. Beautiful. For our main body piece, we're going to use this vinyl. I bought this vinyl with me. Yes, you can hear me now. Okay. Awesome. Okay, let me put it back on the tripod. Look away, look away. Okay. Just for a second. Okay. Okay, better? Oh, Lordy. I'm trying to get you guys more here rather than over that way, because I can't really reach over there. Okay. All right, that looks better. Okay. All right, so let's go back through the materials because you guys couldn't hear me. Okay. So, all right, let's go back to the materials so that you guys can hear me. How about that? Yeah? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let me go a little bit that way. Okay, good. So that way you're not, you know, every time I come in here, you're not saving cleavage. Because I gotta get pretty close, my hands are short. Okay, so we're using this really pretty blue, royal blue with antique brass zipper tape for our main zipper. We're using a number 3 zipper, this nice olive green for the lining pocket. For the exterior, I'm using this beautiful vinyl, faux vinyl from, faux leather from Bodio. It is domestic friendly. It's very, very thin. It's very thin. It's not stretchy, which is great. It's a little stretchy this way, but not really this way. And it has a fuzzy back, which is, if you need to interface it, it's going to be great for it to fuse on. And then for the pocket piece, I'm going to be doing this beautiful floral fabric. Is that nice? And then I am using waterproof canvas, this copper color for my lining. And this is my 1-inch webbing, my 1-inch waterproof canvas that I use for binding. It comes in 2-yard increments, which is perfect to finish one bag. Then I'm using this piping, pre-made piping. It is made with a faux vinyl, and it matches this so well. Look at that, it matches really nicely. So that's for material wise. For interfacing for my cotton, I'm using SoFuse Plus. I actually need to order more because my 10-yard roll, my second 10-yard roll is almost done. So I need to order some more from that. I get this from Casting Handcrafted. Monica, great product. She even has it in black now, so that's great. That's really great. She has it in black now. So if you guys hear music or anything in the background, the kids are watching Frozen 2 in the other room for lunch. All right. Hardware wise, what I'm doing differently. Oh, and for the main body, I'm using fusible fleece. It's double-sided fusible fleece since I will be binding this bag. So for hardware, I've got my 2 D-ring connectors for the side piece. Instead of making a strap, my mother-in-law wants a chain, so I got this chain. I actually got this from one of my suppliers a long time ago as a sample, and it's really nice. I'm going to go ahead and purchase more of them in this color as well as rainbow and maybe gunmetal, because those are the ones I mostly use. I got my 2 magnetic snaps for the front piece. I've got some rivets, my name tag, a zipper for my number 5 zipper tape, and then these are the strap connectors that I'm using. So instead of having to make the strap go all the way down into the bag, you'll see that I'm just going to use these strap connectors and rivet these on. It's going to be beautiful. Okay, and these are screwed in and they come with little anchors, and I'll show you how I put some Decovil heavy on the back of those just to make sure it doesn't come through. So that's all my hardware pieces. I'm not going to need any of my hardware pieces for the cutting, but I wanted to show you what I had in case you need to know what I was doing differently. Okay, so now we're going to grab our pattern pieces and some marking tools. Let me see here. Marking tools. I've got my iron nice and hot, so when I have to fuse anything, I can. Usually I don't cut sitting down, but I'm going to today. My back has really been hurting lately, so what can I do? All right, pattern pieces you're going to need. There is a cut list. I'm going to turn that around. You guys can't see the cut list. The pattern pieces, this is the handle overlay that covers your straps. I'm not going to need that, so I'm going to put that back in my envelope. stabilizer piece, it says to do Decaville. I'm not doing Decaville. I'm going to do the fusible fleece instead. So I'm going to cut 2 of those on the fold. This is for the exterior pocket, exterior print, lining, and any type of woven interfacing, if not using vinyl. So I'm going to be using an exterior print. It's going to be like a cotton Santine. So I'm going to be using the no, I'm sorry, not SF101. I don't like SF101. The SoFuse Plus. So for that interfacing and all those pieces there. And then here for the main panel, 2 exterior, 2 lining, and then if you're using any type of a cotton, then woven interfacing. Okay, so let's get started. Let me do my exterior pocket piece first. So exterior pocket piece right here, and that's pattern piece C. So if you want to really fussy cut this and really want to know like what color you really want to really emphasize, she really likes this red flower. So I want to make sure that that's at least in one of my pocket pieces. And I don't cut this to exactly the size I need just yet. I think that's going to be really pretty right there. I kind of cut like a big square, a rectangle, and then I block fuse. Then I cut it out because it just makes my life easier when it comes to fusing. Sometimes the material or the interfacing shrinks a little bit, so that just makes it so that it's more, I control the product a little bit better. Okay, I mean, that's pretty nice. Yeah, so I'm going to do this one for the front piece and then the purple flowers for the back piece. So that works out really well. You line all this up. How are you guys doing today? Good, I hope. Gonna just kind of see about the size that I need and then just cut. Anytime I need to fuse a cotton or a lighter fabric, this is how I do it, because, put that over there for a second, it makes it easier for me to block fuse. Even when I do like mass cutting. Let's see here, that's going to be more for the pocket pieces. So fuse plus. Okay, perfect. Grab those together. Just like that, 2 layers, and cut around. It's so sophisticated. Well, answering service is going to get that. When I'm on a live, I try not to answer that regular phone. And then I'll check my messages and see what they said. Most of the time these days it's people wanting to make an appointment for alterations, which is online anyway. So, all right, so I'm going to take this to my iron. It's right behind me, and I'm going to iron my SoFuse Plus onto the back side of this. In that room right there. Go through that door that's closed. Yep. Okay, so just like that. All right, so let me go ahead and fuse this together. Okay. I like to fuse with the interfacing against the iron rather than the fabric. And the great thing about this SoFuse Plus is it actually fuses on really fast. This cotton fabric that I'm using, I got from my stash. I've had it for a very long time. So I don't really know where I bought it. So I can't tell you where I got this one, but I know I got the vinyl from Bodio. So see, just like that, it's all fused together. It's nice. There's no bubbles. That was not very long at all. On the heat press, it literally takes seconds. I just don't have a heat press in my office. And that second piece is fused. Let me get this thing out the way. I have one of those little trash cans that kind of hang out right here. And it's kind of in the way as I'm scooting back and forth, so. Awesome. All right, so there's our prints. If you feel that there's one way that's up versus down, I like to make sure that that's facing up. So those are both facing up. Okay. Just like that. Gonna grab it. And it kind of I'm trying to center this flower here as much as I can. Okay. Now you can use a silver marking pen, a Sharpie, a pencil, whatever you want to. If you use the silver marking pen, it only comes off of vinyl. It does not come off of any kind of woven fabric. So just be aware of that. I have to make a little notch right there at the center so I can see where it is. Line those two pieces up again. That's going to be cut off just a tiny bit right there, but that's okay. So just like that. So, all right. I like to pin my pieces together just to make sure that they don't slip while I'm trying to cut. Just a couple, not too many. You can use a rotary cutter for this, or you can use scissors. I'm going to use my rotary cutter just because it saves me time. So I'm just going to go like this. For circles, I move the rotary cutter and the fabric at the same time. It helps really keep that circle going. That curve. Okay, just like that. Those two pieces are cut. Okay. So we got those two pieces cut. I'm going to set that one aside. Now we need two lining pieces. So let me grab my... Actually, before I move on, I want to make my pocket pieces, my zipper pocket, and then I'm making a accordion pocket for the inside of my bag. So over here, I'm going to make sure, see here. Zipper panel, zipper pocket, here we go. Okay, perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Oh, look at that. got this nice piece right here on the fold. There we go. And the great thing about this particular pocket piece is it's all one piece because it is not burst through there. Yep. So we'll take that piece, put that one aside. All right, and now I'm gonna do the piece for the pocket on the inside. Now this is just my own measurement that I'm using at this point because it's not in the pattern. This is something that I add on to like 90% of my bags. I like a good cargo pocket, so. And it doesn't have to be a cargo pocket, but I like the way it accordions and is a good pocket piece. I don't want it being too much longer than the actual widest part of the bag. Okay, so I'm going to use this for the accordion pocket. So what I'm going to end up doing is sewing it, leaving a hole, kind of like a bow, turning it inside out. Hello, Melissa. Good morning, Ladybug. Oh yeah, don't forget to thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up, guys. Okay. There we go. Take this fabric, refold it up, and put it back in my stash. These little pieces like this that are hanging out, I'm not going to use that for anything, so we're just going to use that. Okay. Like yesterday, I was tidying up as I went. Tidy, 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 tidy. Okay. All right, so for my pocket piece, which is this one, I am going to want to interface my pocket piece. And I don't need to interface like the whole thing. I just need to interface where the zipper is going to go, just so that way when I'm turning it inside out and stuff like that, it's not, oh yeah, that's a good piece right there. Yes, I just tore that. Yeah, that'll be great. And like I said, I'm just doing it so that I can have it where the zipper is going to go. But then the rest of the pocket is still nice and soft. Right, let me interface this together. Use that. Literally takes 2 seconds. Just like that. Hello, my love. Are you at Grandma's? My son is the sewing room of Garner, so my son's on. All right, and I'm going to keep that fold line because it'll help me later on. For the cargo pocket, I am not interfacing the entire thing. I'm just doing 1/2 because I want it to stay as soft as possible. Let me see here. Okay. Yes, great. You're at Grandma's. Is Grandma also watching? Grandma said she wanted to watch me when I cut out her bag. bag I'm making for my mother-in-law. She has commissioned me to make the bag. So she picked out the fabric. She came into the studio yesterday, and it was great because she got to like feel the fabric and see it and really pick out what she liked. And then we were at a tie between the exterior being like this burgundy, like this dark burgundy color, and this blue. And so I texted my friend Shanova, and I was like, Shanova, which one? Shanova's used to me doing that. And then I asked her, and she's like, have I released the pattern yet? Oh, for the Tiny Dancer, it's coming out in a couple of weeks. I have it go out to testers right now, so I'm selling bags made from Tiny Dancer. I actually got an order in for one of the Barbie bags that I made from the Tiny Dancer pattern. So yeah, I'm selling the pattern. I'm selling the bags made from the pattern. All right, we got those two. So now we're done with all of that woven fabric. So now I'm going to move on to the next thing, which is going to be that same piece, but just out of lining. So I'm going to do that out of lining now. And this one I am going to cut on the fold because if it has anything like pulling out of it, like sticking out or anything, I am okay with it because it's not absolutely perfect, because I can trim it away. Don't mind my chaos. Grab a couple clips. I use these generic clips that I get from Amazon for my cutting table, because these are the ones that usually end up like on the floor if I'm flicking things and taking things off and then I step on them, and I don't want to do that with my glitter clips. So these can get sacrificed, but not my glitter clips. So if any of you guys were on last night when I was doing the cutting video for my brothers, Lord help me, for my son's lunchbox, the Galumpus by Seems Legit, I was cutting it out last night, and I was telling you guys that I had lost a bet. I lost a bet with my husband, and that I needed to do cooking for 5 days. Needed to have home cooked meals for 5 days because he's just missing my cooking, and I get it, right? And then my son heard that I was going to be doing that. He's like, no, you can't do it while I'm gone at grandma's house. You have to do it when I'm back in town. So we've agreed to like have it for next week. We'll do it next week. So what I'm doing now is I'm just clipping these together like so, just so that when I go to sew it together, it's easier. It's already clipped. Pretty sides together, just like that. That way when I go to sew, it's already ready for me. I use the ones from Amazon. They are cheap, and when they break, I don't get upset because I have so many backups. Yeah, I have them as backups too, but I like to sew sometimes with the glitter clips because it just makes me feel good. That sounds like something my family would request. I lost the bet, fair and square. So that's what happened. I lost the bet. All right, so those are two exterior pieces. All right, so let me go ahead and move on to the two. So this is done. I can put that one away. Let me turn that over. I don't want to give away any. I don't think you guys can see that far, but just in case. Those pattern pieces are cut. I'll put those over there. All right, so I'm going to do my lining main panel pieces. so now the bet has been postponed. Or should I say the reward for it? Are you sewing the Magdalena and the Tiny Dancer? Well, I'm going to be cutting out both today. I'm not going to be sewing both today. Well, I take that back. I am doing a Tiny Dancer sewing today for a client, but I'm not going to be live for that. That one's just going to be just me sewing it up really fast kind of thing, because I don't want to be on here too long with you guys. And that order is due. I've got 2 bag orders due this week. All right, so that's those 2 pieces. There we go. Those 2 pieces are done. And I don't think I need any more of this because I'm not doing any other linings. This is the only lining that I have. Okay. This one cuts up very fast, like really fast. Okay, so now I need the exterior, so I need my vinyl. And I don't like to cut more than the 1 layer on the fold for my vinyl, because sometimes the thickness can affect the final piece. I was gonna do the Tiny Dancer the other day, and this one was just there, so I forgot to change the little just in the description box. It's the right thing because I wrote that up today, but I forgot to change the heading. That's the only bad thing about things that are already like populated. It's the only bad thing. There's 1 exterior piece. 1 more exterior piece. They're watching Frozen 2 in the other room, and I just hear the Olaf song. It's the song when he's in the forest. There we go. 2 exterior pieces. Done. This actually comes together very, very fast. I don't like these little pieces hanging off. I can't do anything with that, so there we go. All right. Now I need to do the, let me do the pieces that need to get cut from the exterior fabric, which are handles. My handles. I cut the total length and then I cut it down, if that makes sense. Like if it's a finished 1-inch strap, right? I try to do as much as I can on one swoop. Okay. I wonder, I'm gonna make these double-sided straps. I'm gonna do that. I think my mother-in-law would really enjoy that. She really liked it when I made those double-sided straps for my daughter. So I think she was really gonna like those. There we go. All right. And then cut this one in half. Perfect. Perfect. All right. 2 handle pieces done. Okay. Then I need, we're not doing crossbody strap because the crossbody strap is gonna be the chain. So all I need is the side connectors for the little hook to go for the chains. So, gotcha. Should be able to get that here. Yep. And get both of them right there. Okay, I'll do 1 strip and then I'll cut this in half because you don't need it too bulky. Well, let me just do 2 of them. Doesn't hurt anybody. Okay, let's see. Can I do a little bit right there? Right there, right there, right there. Yep. That's the great thing about this is you can really, if you've been doing bags for a while, you can really get away with improvising and changing things up a little bit. Whatever length I don't need, I can just chop off later. There we go. That was a scrap piece from the trash, so that worked out really well. All right, my 2 side connectors. Clip those together so I don't lose those. I think that's all I need from the vinyl. I'm gonna grab my fabric out and make straps out of the fabric. Which is gonna be totally awesome. There you go. So this will be long enough for both, I think. Yeah. Let me see. Nope, just for one. Okay, so let me cut another piece. I like them to be a little extra long if I need to. You cut it this way. I'm right-handed, so I really should have all the fabric to my right and cut on my left. Sometimes I'm a rebel. I think Grandma would like that. Yep. Okay. That's two of them. I didn't have to disturb my fabric too much from how I had it folded. Okay, so I've got two of my strap accent pieces to go with my strap. Just like that. Okay, so now I have that done, that done, that done. Gusset. That's what I need. Gusset, guys. I need a gusset. Right? And that's out of vinyl. So okay. Yep. Okay. I'm gonna use my cutting table to help me measure. Cut it to there, and then I'll cut it down to size. I overcut the gusset size so then I can line it up and really get it right. Perfect. Triple check your numbers, guys. Triple check. Okay. Gusset piece. Done. All right, so we've got handles. We've got straps. We've got connectors. Connector stabilizer. That's what I need to do next. Connector stabilizer. Gusset stabilizer. They're calling for Decoville light. I'm going to use Decoville heavy for my gusset because I really want to make sure it is firm. I need to make sure it's firm, so. Most of the times the stabilizers are without of the seam allowance. So if you ever feel like you want to add stabilizer to a pattern, a bag pattern, or that doesn't call for it, you can always add it in. Okay, so there's there, and let me do the side connectors. All right, we're almost done cutting this out. So these go with these. Those are the strap connectors, and those go together. Okay, that went with that. This one went with this one. Oh, I cut that really short, didn't I? I sure did. I don't know what I was looking at. What was I looking at, guys? I don't know what I was looking at. Oh, I meant to go all the way across. Oh, that's okay. The good thing about Decovil, either heavy or light, is it fuses. So you could really just get chopped up pieces and fix it. So 2 inches. Okay. There you go. So if this ever happens to you and you cut your interfacing too short, you can always add some to the sides like that. Okay. And then what I like to do, just to make sure my Decovil doesn't come off, is I like to get a piece of Safe Use Plus that is the actual measurement of the pattern piece, and fuse it on to it. Because that way it helps really seal everything together. Take these pieces off, and then I'll fuse them. There you go. All right, let me clip him. I'm running out of regular clips, so I gotta use my glitter clips. It's okay. There we go. So I can move this better towards me. So this is like my secret to like making sure that if I do use Decovil heavy, sometimes when you're turning a bag, I'm not going to be turning this bag, it's going to be bound, but if you are, and it seems to like kind of like come off when you're sewing, like when you're turning it, it kind of like unsticks itself. This is what I like to do, is get a piece of So Fuse Plus and just really fuse it together. All right, so I'm gonna go fuse my Decaville Heavy onto my gusset and then fuse this on top. And I'll be right back. When you're fusing your Decaville Heavy onto your pattern piece, it's very important that if it's vinyl, you have a Teflon sheet to protect your vinyl if you're fusing from the vinyl side. Like I said, I like to fuse from the interfacing side personally. And sometimes with Decaville Heavy, I have to put a little bit more pressure, especially if I'm not using my heat press. If I'm using my heat press, the heat press already has a Teflon sheet kind of like magneted onto it on the top and bottom, just as a precaution. So when I do my block fusing, nothing kind of like sticks to the rubberized part of the mat. But it really helps like put the pressure. Okay. Now it's the Sven song. Reindeers are better than people. That's the song that's on now. Gone away. Oh goodness. All right, I fused the Decaville. Now I'm fusing the So Fuse Plus. So Fuse Plus, I use steam. Just a little bit, not too much. Okay, so when you're using Decaville, either light or heavy, you can't sew this right away. All right, so you guys can kind of see where the darker part is that's where my Decaville Heavy is. That's your song. Where have you gone? And reindeers are better than people. And then I have the So Fuse Plus over it, so you can kind of see that. And then you can kind of see a little bit of the indentation of the Decaville Heavy. And that's fused. That's done. Where's my ruler? I just had my ruler. There it is. Don't worry about me. I'm just going to trim off anything that's sticking out from the side. It just makes it a little easier when you're sewing if you just clean those things up a little bit. Okay. It's almost been an hour and we are almost done. Okay. So that's done. Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. All right, so now we're going to do the stabilizer for the main bag piece. So that we're doing from our fusible fleece. If I can get my mind right today. From fusible fleece. So I like to get my fusible fleece. It's double layered, it's okay, and fold it on itself. like so, and then put this on right there. Now Olaf is trying to sing the last song. He's butchering it. This is funny, guys. Oh goodness. There we go. There we go. That's done. I need to get my scissors sharpened. I've been cutting tape with it. Bad. Bad sound. Bad. Bad. Okay. I took my my zipper scissors home for some reason because I grabbed them by mistake when I was running out the door one day when I needed to do some cutting stuff, and I totally forgot to bring it back. So that's why. I was like, no. All right, so we got our 2 pieces of fusible fleece. Like so. Okay. Like so. Okay, so I think the only thing left I have to do is just fuse my stuff. So, I mean, there's no more cutting. So I don't know if you guys just want to listen to me while I steam and stuff because it's behind us, so you won't even be able to see it, really. So I think that's going to be all for today. Unless y'all have any questions or anything. I've already cut out the pieces for the Tiny Dancer earlier. So I was like, oh, I can't show you guys that because I've already done it. Those are going to go there, like so. And then the strap pieces, I'm going to get like thin pieces of the So Fuse Plus. And I think that's it. I mean, really. I think that's all. That's all the pieces I needed. So I've got two exterior pieces, the gusset. No, I need my zipper panel. Shanova, you should have told me, girl. I need my zipper panel pieces. Zipper panels. There we go. Okay. I thought I was on the home stretch. I got one more piece to cut out. Put these together. Those I've got to fuse, so I'll just put those on the table to fuse behind me. You lost sound again? Oh, user error. Okay. Like, Jan, what happened? Okay, so I forgot to have gusset pieces, the zipper panel pieces. It's not my fault. Okay, so I think I can get him. Yep, I can get that way. Okay. Okay. So like I said, I like to overcut first and then trim it down, especially when I'm doing something on the fold. Get on the table. Get on the table. Don't give me, don't fuss with me. It's fussing at me. Bum, 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 bum. Okay. All right. They're ready to start back up for sewing, so I'm just gonna get rowdy in about 2 minutes. So our lunch hour is over. Okay, so yeah. Now I need the zip. I'm gonna need something on this so that it doesn't stretch. So I'm gonna put Soap Use Plus on it. Cause I can. I could put a little bit of Decoville Light in between. That might be worth it too. Out of the seam allowance, it makes it kind of like pop up a little bit. I know some people have expressed concerns regarding the top of the bag kind of like doming in a little bit, so I might do that. I might. They've been really good this morning. Kids they picked out their little gem art things that they wanted to work on for the week. It's just something we have them do in between working on other projects so that they keep their minds occupied while we wait for someone who may not be as fast as the other person. It just helps. All right, so I did that. Let me grab a little bit of Decoville Heavy. I'm almost out, guys. I'm almost out. Have any of you guys seen the new Barbie movie? I haven't been to the movies since before COVID, so it's been a minute. I used to watch all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies when they came out, but I don't think I watched the last Endgame one because I don't think it was available before COVID. I think it came out after COVID. I'm not sure. I just remember I was very upset with the first Endgames movie. I was very upset with it. Okay, using that on just like I did before. Okay, one is done. I'm gonna cut the excess off that one. Have you guys seen that I have the sewing retreat up on the website now? It's open for the public. It's the one that's happening next June. And Shanova is our guest instructor. It's 3 days of lots of fun. So that could be your summer vacation. Because we have fun. We do. We normally do have fun. Okay, there's our second one. Go ahead and just... Okay, there's our Dickaboo. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. All right. All right. So those are fused on for our connectors. Trim off those pieces for our gusset. And I always like to have my zipper be a little bit longer than the actual zipper panel piece because I like to put the zipper off to the side so that when I'm working with it, I can just slip it on. Oh, goofy instructor. Wait, hey. You're goofy. I'm miniature sized. It's bound to be fun. That's what I say. It is bound to be fun. All right, so if you're cutting along with me or just using this as a reference, we have eliminated the handles because the strap, like the crossbody strap. We've eliminated those because that's going to be the chain. We've got our handles. We've got our connectors. Connector stabilizers are already on. Our zipper panel. Our gusset. We need two of a zipper panel. Our gusset, get gusset stabilizer, and it's already fused on. Zipper facing, not doing that. Nope, no zipper facing. Zipper pocket piece right here. Zipper pocket piece. Slip pocket. That's this, but I'm using mine as a cargo pocket, so I made mine a little bit longer. Main panel piece. Two lining. Two exteriors. Main panel stabilizer already on there. Exterior pockets and lining pieces right there. So we have all of these pieces, and there's my alarm. Ha! Perfect. Perfect, guys. All right, so we've got everything ready to sew up. I'm super excited about it. Are you guys excited? All right, so I think I'm going to be sewing this one up Wednesday night, if I'm not mistaken. And then I'm going to try to sew up the Galumpus by Seems Legit later in the week. I forgot to order more Pokemon pulls when I had done my order from the Moxie. So I'm waiting on some more zipper pulls to come in. So yeah, so I've got lots of things cut out. Lots of things to sew. And I've got 2 bags to get out this week, so yay. Yay, yay, yay. He's sewing the Magdalena and the Tiny Dancer. Yeah. Nope. All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching with me. I really, really appreciate it. I want you guys to have a wonderful day. Bye. Bye. See if I can reach it. It's up high. There we go.